Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Has World War III already begun? It's pretty much open to interpretation. I've been trying to research and try to stay on top of this so I bring you good information. It's going to change, I guarantee you, by the time this video gets made. Let's look at the facts. Russia and Ukraine are fighting over territory, and we're backing Ukraine as well as most of the European nations are. We're throwing money behind them left and right. Putin is being backed up by Iran, China. They're trading weapons, they're trading money, munitions, the same as we're doing with Ukraine, except we're basically just giving them stuff. Then you've got the Israeli and Hamas issue, where Hamas went in and brutally attacked, sucker punched Israel. Israel's fighting back, and as they should. We're backing Israel, as we should, and we're giving them aid. But the funny thing about it is we're also giving Palestine aid for humanitarian purposes. Now, Hamas is the ruling authority in Palestine, voted in by the Palestinians. So, if Hamas is in charge and we're sending money, don't you think that Hamas is probably siphoning off their portion before anything else goes to humanitarian aid? Probably so. That would be my guess. We have Hezbollah in Lebanon, the Houthis in Yemen. We have other factions, militant groups that are backed by Israel. They're backed by Iran, they're backed by Iran. Iran don't really want to put their fingers into it yet. But now today, interestingly enough, they have stated that they may get into this conflict. The other day, the UN representative, the Iran representative, was at the UN in New York telling the United States to stand down or we would feel the wrath of fire, whatever that means. So now you've got Turkey, a NATO member. Now remember, Turkey's a NATO member, and Israel is our best ally in the region. And now Turkey is slamming Israel. Huh. A lot to take in right there. Now, one thing I have noticed, I'm not hearing a lot about. People were worried that this conflict was going to spread beyond borders, beyond countries, territories, etc. I was worried about that too, and I still am. But one thing this whole mess has ignited, whether they're NATO nations, whether they're supposedly our allies, the one thing this has ignited is it has united all the Muslim religious countries all over the world. So it seems now that it's not so much about what happened on October 7th as it is Israel being the oppressor, and now Muslims are being attacked. That's what it's looking like. You don't believe me? Look at your news articles, look at your TV, look at the protests that have happened across the United States, across the world. Everybody has chosen sides. Israel or Palestine or Gaza. The stuff they're saying and writing online, I cannot say on YouTube because the video will not get produced. But they're able to post it online and scream it to the top of their lungs walking down the street here in the United States. This is concerning. We have warships heading to the area or are in the area of the Middle East. They've already shot down missiles that were incoming from Houthis to the Israeli territory. We've got Chinese trying to put their navy in place. If you're watching it, you're sitting back, you're watching a chess game being played. And right now, it's a proxy war. Everybody's using pawns to do the dirty work. I'm afraid that there's going to be a mistake by one of these countries, and when that happens, we will be in a major country-to-country hot war. I'm not too concerned about nuclear weapons right now. I know World War III conjures up the image of nuclear missiles flying all around the planet, the apocalyptic scenes that you see in the movies, etc. I don't foresee that, because mutually assured destruction is a powerful, powerful thing. And there's not going to be a winner. The economies of the world would, the minute something like that happens, there'll be no more economy. That'll all go away. The wild card with my nuclear theory is Iran. Iran has been supplying Russia with tons of munitions. They've been supplying China with oil. Who's to say in trade they got their hands on a couple of tactical nukes that could reach Israel and fulfill their promise of saying that they were going to wipe Israel off the face of the earth? That's possible. That's the wild card. Now, if one of those missiles hit one of our warships out there, I'm thinking if we had a strong administration, all bets would be off at that point. Our administration is asking Israel to stand down, let the humanitarian stuff go in there, do a ceasefire and all this. I'm telling you, he's not going to. He was attacked. That man is serious, and he will follow through on his pledge to probably annihilate his enemy. They were hit hard, brutally. I can't describe what happened on YouTube. I can't really talk about it. It's so disturbing. Now, as preppers, we have a couple of things to take away from this. Well, really a lot. Number one, don't take my word for anything I've told you. I want you to look these items up online, do your own research from credible sources, not biased sources. It's just like Russia is now mining the Black Sea. Look these things up. Look them up for yourself. Don't take anybody's word for it that's on YouTube. Don't fall into the fear traps. We cannot control what is happening at all over in the Middle East. We're not able to do that. Those preppers, what you're seeing here in the streets of your country, if I've got audience members in other countries, you're probably seeing it too. And they're happening in big population centers. People are losing their minds right now. They are getting, they've chosen sides. The talk is becoming more violent, more virulent. Threats online, threatening to use certain tools to destroy certain places. This is where we need to be focused on what we can control. We need to be situationally aware, like I told you in another video. We also need to be stocking up and preparing for what if situation were to happen in your area. This has put a small fire under me as far as urgency is concerned. I feel a sense of urgency now that I did not feel during the Russian-Ukraine event. I feel that now because this has become a religious war in my mind. I believe that our NATO allies attacking our other allies, that is a mark for me that tells me that this is not just about territory or terrorist attack. And for some reason, everybody thinks that Israel should stand down. Now, I wonder what we would have done after 9/11 if somebody would have told us to stand down. I don't think the United States would have done that. I believe that Israel has the fortitude to finish what they've started. The ramifications are going to be what they're going to be. Price of oil, it could go high or higher. Right now it's low. But you also got to consider we've only got 17 days of strategic petroleum reserve left because our administration thought it was better to lower prices by dipping into that than actually drilling and doing something about it. Our military industrial complex has already stated that it would take 7 to 9 years to replenish what we've given away to Ukraine. We have whipped out the credit card and ran our debt up over these wars. Now they're wanting 2 more aid packages. Ukraine was over today talking about how they need more money. We're sending money to Palestine. We're sending money to Israel. I don't know. I don't see anything good coming out of any of this for us. Could it hit our shores? I mean, I truly believe that we could be attacked by sleeper cells that are in the country. Do I think we're going to see a full-scale invasion of the United States? I would rate that at a 90-10% chance that it would not happen. I mean, 90% it's not going to happen. 10% anything's possible, and I could be wrong. Sleeper cells. Look at the stats that were just released on the border. Look at how many Chinese, how many Syrians, how many Iranians, and how many Lebanese men, not families, men, have been caught at the border, sneaking in, or got away. I don't know if that's on purpose, but I believe if they wanted to do something, they would do it under this administration. It looks like the whole world's on fire right now because it looks like we have weak leadership. Our troops are being attacked at bases in the Middle East. We are retaliating with some other strikes back. Right now, it looks like we're in a slow burn up to World War III. Because right now it's just all proxies doing everybody's dirty work right now. The time is now to be getting ready in this country. We can't sit around and wait. I'm not going to wait for the government to tell me when we're in trouble. Right now, everything's lovely. There's nothing to see here. And our president's doing such a great job. Well, I don't believe nothing they're telling me and nothing they're selling me, guys. I encourage you to do your own homework. Don't get caught up in the minutia. Do your own fact finding. I'm just giving you some bullet points to look at. I'm giving you my opinion. I don't preach fear. I preach prepping so we do not have to fear tomorrow. Guys, it's that time that we need to be concerned. It wouldn't take much here in the United States to disrupt supply chains and make everybody lose their minds. I mean, right now, people are choosing sides already in the United States. Wake up. Do your homework. Be prepared. Be safe. Guys, thanks for watching. Until the next video, I'm Tad and we'll talk about it. Have a great evening.